Mics.
You don't have
We don't have mics.
No mics?
We don't have mics. Can we
Where
be heard?
is Mike?
Can we be heard?
No, he didn't hook up.
Can we be heard? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, are we live? Mic, check, check, check. Can we be heard? Oh no. Huh, 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 huh.
What the fuck does this go?
Can we be heard? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing.
There we go.
1, 2, 3.
Can we be heard now?
Can we be heard? Nobody has said anything. I don't know
What?
if people. I don't know
What?
if people are just watching us. I don't know what's happening. Somebody help!
I don't know sign language.
I don't know. Can you
Oh
guys
my
hear
gosh.
us? Testing 1, 2, 3, 3, 3.
Hello.
3.
Somebody respond. Give us a thumbs up if
Somebody.
you can hear us.
Somebody.
If you can hear us.
Is it happening? Are we getting it? I don't
Hello.
know. Nobody has said a word to
Are we
us.
live?
I have no idea.
Are we even live?
They can hear us. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
wow.
Holy smokes.
Just so you know, it's been a really long evening.
It has
this
been
evening.
a very long evening.
Been quite the rum road.
We're going to drink some rum today.
Oh,
In
we already
anybody,
have.
In case anybody was wondering, we're going to be drinking some rum today. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be great.
Who's all here at the bar tonight?
Yeah, so coming in here, welcome in, guys. It is Wednesday night. Let me pick up where I should have probably jumped on so much earlier. Serge Hunt, thank you so much, late streamers. Yes. So if you guys haven't hit that thumbs up, we do appreciate it. We were super excited for tonight. We've got some really fun stuff to talk about tonight. Rum is doing some amazing things. We are in some big moments for rum, which is really exciting. And we just got done testing 2 overproof rums before the show. So it's going to get interesting.
We're a little primed this evening.
Whoa. I mean, I tell you what,
A little.
I thought no one was going to tell us. I thought we were just going to sit here and yell test at the
We
computer
apologize for being late.
for a very long time.
We were actually, we just got done doing, so we did 2 reviews this evening. We just got done with the second one. A lot of fun. I think you're going to have a lot of fun watching that one.
Yes.
Actually, both of them that we did this evening. And then I realized, oh, my goodness, we're late. We're late. We got people waiting for us.
We literally.
It's like, Robert, come on, man. Put it together. Put it in gear. Let's get this computer up here. Let's get it running. Then we had no mics.
He literally tells me, we end the show, and he's like, it's like 7:03. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's like, we are sprinting.
Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. I just said it was 7:03.
I never listen to the words that come out.
I know you don't.
Like, ever.
Yeah, nobody usually does. That's why they made me a manager.
That's why you manage all the rum in the bar.
Yep.
All right, Sean, welcome in. Way to be on top there. Are we live yet? Mic check, check. Serge Hunter, welcome in. The U.S. is not the land of opportunity for spirits for me for one simple reason. The insane sweet tooth the U.S. palate has developed over the years. Don't you worry, Steven. Don't you worry.
Yep.
We've got news for you. You got to come visit the United States. Rum has changed over here.
Changed.
Thanks to us. This community has single-handedly
all you fine people,
rum
all of you fine people
for the United States. Each and every one of you guys has made it happen, and I am single-handedly claiming that we here, the Just Drinking community, have done it. Okay, all of us together have changed the rum in the United States forever. I'm super, super excited about that.
Yep.
Let's see here. Finally, they're back and something to watch. Mark G, we know you were tired of watching all the I don't know what's even going on right now. What sports are happening right now? I don't even know.
The Olympics are on.
The Olympics? No, it's next week.
Was that next week? I thought that already started.
Yeah, no,
They've
it's
been
next week.
advertising it.
Anywho, we're glad that we're here instead of watching Family Feud and all that good stuff. I'm sure we're better than that. Let's see here. I returned for the first 5 minutes of the live stream. So we're going to get into it here. I'm going to get into the article for you then, and we'll get into it early. Let me just jump through the comments here real quick. Better late than never, Greg says. Thank you.
Hey, Greg.
Glad we can be heard.
Is low-carb cocktails here, too?
I don't know. I haven't seen low-carb cocktails. I'm not sure. Daniel Sutherland, Phil, how you doing? Welcome in. Maybe if we break out the gin. Yeah, that brings us out real quick. Let's see here. Up at 2 a.m. for once. Usually the Wednesdays are madness, so I'm off to bed early. Get it. Totally get it. Let's see here. Cheers. Mark. Billy, should we pitch in and get them alarms, bigger clocks. You know what, Billy? You probably should. We could probably use a big clock on the wall.
Big clock.
Big clock on the wall would be
clock.
super helpful.
There is no clocks down here. Well, I mean, I take that back. There is one right here, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's so helpful. Look at that.
It's stuck at 10:30.
Yeah. Well, you know. Let's see here. How overproof? We did a 43% and a 46% tonight, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, not majorly,
Nope.
just a little bit. But we're still drinking rum.
They were so good.
We're so good.
They were so good.
Let's see here. I can still hear you, just to make sure you don't freak out again. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Roger Ham's here.
Yeah, Roger Ham's got a dolphin on the rocks tonight.
Roger,
I love
nice
that. That's
to hear
all right.
from you. Thanks for joining us.
Got that water and ice. We love that.
Waiting for that number 13, I know.
Gave you 2 thumbs up, just like an election. Thank you so much. I'm not visiting the U.S. anytime soon, guys. Feel free to come visit me in the. We should come over there. I'll tell you what. I'm sure we would definitely not stand out.
You think?
Carlos, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Jeremy, hello. Nice shirts, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Phil, no ambulance shift tonight, so there are fingers of pus or Navy strength. Love that, Phil. Let's see here. Copa America and Euro 24, tons of soccer. Canada 4. There we go. We got soccer on. Yeah.
There you go.
We're way more exciting than soccer. I'm sure of it.
Because we're more exciting than bowling.
Do fans get excited? Yeah, bowling's probably more accurate. I don't know. Bowling, they get pretty hyped in bowling. You see bowling crowds, they're pretty.
Do they really?
They get pretty crazy. Okay, they're like calm.
Well, they've been sitting there all day drinking. I mean, what else are they gonna do?
That's true. It's true.
Shout out Tim and Karen.
So I love this. So this article,
my favorite bowler. I'm
gonna get into. If I know Steven's here. I want to hit this right off the bat because I want him to be a part of the conversation because he was kind of saying. It's not for me in America because of the way American rum is.
Yep.
Now, here's the thing about American rum. It started off because we have such sweet tooth because we like our rum to be that, typical Captain, Cruisin', Mixies kind of thing. That's very
Some
typical.
people like that.
Now, America was built on rum and not that rum, traditional rum, right? Barreled rum. And then when the taxations happened and whatever, we had our independence, they made it super expensive. So we made whiskey, right? Well, now, fast forward to now, whiskey's been big. You got all these other spirits.
Now, whiskey is expensive.
Now, here's the other thing. This isn't just saying the land of rum, even though it should. It's the land for spirits, okay? Because it's showing a growth across the board. Now, with rum itself, it's actually circling back right now. It's happening as we speak. To traditional methods. So it's becoming very popular for people to enjoy agricole rums, funky rums, things that have more of a barrel age to it, higher proof rums. And we've even noticed in our own rum club that, if stuff is light and sweet, it is not as, because they're tasting so many different things and going out and finding all of these great rums. They're finding that these sweeter rums just really aren't in the forte anymore. It's not really the thing.
So in addition to that information, so last year we were down in Miami and we had a chance to talk with Plantation Rum, which is now Plantaray Rum. This is kind of a fine example of one of their products. And they explained that, they have some very, very old stills that they actually had out in the yard as literally lawn ornaments. That's what they were using them as lawn ornaments because they were extremely old. They actually thought, let's bring those back to life and let's refurbish these, and because they know that those are the types of flavors. Those are the types of expressions that the public is actually searching for right now. Mm-hmm. Are those older, more true blue flavors, and so that's what they did.
Yeah,
because that's what the public is actually looking for right now.
Now here's the crazy thing. So, spirits kind of in America, whiskey, everybody's very typical. They know they're gonna spend $130, $150, $200 on these spirits for premium whiskey, scotch, like these premium things. So here's what's going on. You ready for this?
Yep.
The facts, Roy Air, written in an article by Ted.
by Ted
Simmons.
Shout out
Ted Simmons.
Simmons.
He knows what
Shout
he's talking
out
about.
to you.
So the pandemic trends from 2020 rallied spirits. We all saw everybody kind of take a hike. I don't know why, for any reason, right? Anywho,
Everybody was drinking.
Everybody's looking for something to do.
Just a wee little bit more.
Everybody's looking for something to do. Alcohol somehow made the front of the list, and
why wouldn't it?
All of a sudden, the price started, or not the prices, but the sales started jacking up. Yep. You see that through 2022. Now, what happened in 2022 was a hard stop. So what happened was people were out there. They've been drinking so much. They've been drinking stuff. What I think, truthfully, what I think happened is they experienced so many of the same things, same flavors, and everything, and they're starting to realize they wanted something new.
Yeah.
Now, when you start looking for something new, the first thing that comes to most people's minds is, I don't want to break the bank because I don't know if I'm going to like it. So I'm not going to spend a ton of money. So here's the trend that happens. Basically, the spirits above $99 from $100 up saw a massive hit. In tequila alone,
a hit decline or
decline. Okay. So things above, and it got worse as it got higher. So if it was, so these are in $50 increments. So from things from $100 to $149 saw a dip. Things from $150 to that $199, $200 range saw a bigger dip.
Can I make a prediction here?
Because, absolutely.
So everyone understands. I never ever know what he's actually going to be talking about. He never knows what I'm going to talk about. But I'm going to make a prediction in this article.
Yes,
is that there's a certain price point that actually took an increase while everything else took a decrease.
So true. It's exactly what happened.
Did I nail?
So
is it possibly, maybe, could be between $30 and $40 range?
Well, no.
Okay.
No, actually.
Because for us, that's the sweet spot.
It is. So here's the thing. So we're going to call it the whiskey bubble. Okay. So whiskey got expensive. You're spending $150 and all that. Now all of a sudden you start looking for spirits and you're wondering, you want to try something new. What price point are you going to spend it? Well, if you're used to spending $150, $100, $130, you're going to spend at least a pretty good amount less to try something new and see what you get into. So for this, the $50 to $99 range saw a massive increase.
It was $50 to $99.
Saw the largest increase of all of them, and then the $49 to $30, I believe $29, $25 saw an increase as well. Not as big as the $50 to $99, but it also saw an increase because what happened is everybody's who's spending all this money on really expensive stuff started experimenting with stuff, and so they went a little cheaper so they could try some different things, try a little more for your money. So what happened is people started liking those things. They started realizing, wow, there's some really good tasting stuff for way less money.
So I know that I've told this story a zillion times on this show, but I'm going to tell it one more time. So I've got a friend. Yes, I actually have a friend. Right? Anyhow.
To be seen.
His name's Steve.
To be seen.
My imaginary friend, Steve, he only drank whiskeys and bourbons. That's the only thing that he ever drank. I tried getting him on the show one time for some rum cocktails. He's like, Royer, I only like bourbons and whiskeys. I'm like, Steve, if you're a true bourbon drinker, you're going to be able to tell the difference, right? He's like, yep. So I sent him a sample pack of some bourbons and some rums, and he couldn't tell the difference. And that's the thing. People, they try the rums, and they're either on a cruise ship or they get a bottle of Captain, and it's like, so sugary. It's like, this really isn't for me. Not that Captain's bad. It's just, that's the general population that likes the bourbons and whiskeys. They're like, that's way too sugary for me. And there's other rums out there that are not that sugary, and they don't have that experience because they had a bad experience to begin with. And it's like, we got to get the education out there, right?
I love that Steven's like, is he talking about me? Oh, no, he's not talking about me. No, that's different Steve.
Oh, yes.
Different Steve.
Different Steve.
Obviously you're not qualified to be Steven's friend. I mean, that's, you know,
I
working your way there.
I would like to be Steve.
Working there. We're working there. Okay, we should probably go visit.
Yeah,
I think we should probably go.
You gonna buy the plane
Get the credit card out.
You gonna buy the plane
Sorry,
tickets?
we'll get your black card out here, okay? And let's go take a trip. But yeah, so I just wanted to highlight this in its entirety of what we're calling the whiskey bubble.
Yes.
And what this after fallout of the pandemic did is it got everybody into the spirits section.
Oh yeah.
Got everybody trying stuff.
Ironically.
And then now prices, it's actually making it more competitive. And so it's funny because we're seeing prices increase due to inflation, due to demand, due to things of all these other nature, that these prices are going up. We've seen it increase across the board, but we're actually seeing people still pull away from those expensive brands and go down because they're realizing that the quality and amazingness that can be made in these smaller price points can be, not always, but can be just as good as these very, very expensive brands. So when you talk about the land of opportunity in America, we're seeing this insanely huge. These are America's numbers only of where these price points are going to. And I think it's just people finding stuff, and tequila's been really big. Mezcal has made a pretty big stand.
Huge.
In
actually,
America.
we know a rum company that's actually kind of getting into some of those things, right?
Right. And then you have rum that's doing the same thing as well. Gin flared out. I love it. I'm kind of loving the statistics on gin. It like had its moment and it was like a flash in the pan. And I was like, that's because everybody tried it, was like, this is not as good as all these other things. So yes, we're winning, guys. We're doing it.
There's some, you know, some celebrities that got involved with gin, and I think that helped spike it up a little bit. There's
a ton of celebrities in rum right now, so it's super exciting to see. But that is the big reason that the U.S. is a big land of opportunity right now, because these spirits can be sought after at such a less price than these higher products. You can actually get yourself on the market and give yourself a potential to actually grow and succeed without having to have this crazy thing. Or if you are doing crazy things, you don't have to charge an arm and a leg.
No.
If you can make it at an affordable price, you can get it out there.
I mean, we've talked about the price. We talk about the price so much because we want to try and make sure that you understand what the value is on the rums that we actually review, right? And we've said it time and time again, that $30 to $40 price point is probably more like $35 to $50 now. That's really the sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
If you find a rum on the shelf that you've not ever tried before, and it's between that price point, I would gamble and say that that's probably going to be something you're going to like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. I think so too. That being said, Royer, what's in the glass tonight?
So this for me tonight is in the glass. This is a Coconut Cartel Blanco. This is such a delicious rum.
That is also in my glass tonight.
So,
we did the review finally after doing the live.
Yes, we did the review. And funny thing, during the review, I forgot the fact
that it was 46%.
This is 46%.
It doesn't seem like 46%.
This does not seem like 46% at all.
We did a 43% that had a bigger
This was our very first bottle. And
batch number 1, baby.
Batch number 1.
Put it on a trophy case.
It's getting down there a ways. So yes, if you missed our interview with Danny from Coconut Cartel,
go watch that for sure.
You definitely got to watch that. She has a fun story about their company and how they got started. I love their story. It's one of my favorites of all time. And this is batch 1. This is such a good. So she made us try this. She sent us this bottle right here.
Made us.
Really? She made us try this one.
Ooh, it was so hard to do
on the live show, and we don't typically like to do that.
Yeah, but for Danny, we'll do it.
But for Danny, we did it.
Honestly,
and it's like because I mean,
I'm super glad she made us do it because it was so exciting to get into this one.
This was one of the original ones that we tried with them, and you can see this has got the Royer share
left right here. Just that much, huh? Doing great.
So after our live interview with Danny from Coconut Cartel, I went online and bought us a couple of pairs of the original and the Blanco, because this is truly delicious. This right here is probably one of my favorite Cuba Libre drinks right here.
No, I'm stopping there. It's going to come out in the video. I'm just going to make the debut now. It is the best Cuba Libre in the world
Ever.
right now.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you right now, I don't say
that
this.
bar is set really high.
I don't like to make those like it's
right
the
here.
best ever, because we drink a lot of rum, so it's very hard for me to do, right? But I physically like am sitting here and I cannot tell you a single rum that I have had that is better than a Cuba Libre. It makes a very good rum and coke. Very good. You add that slice of lime in there, get the citrus mixed with the agricole kind of funky notes to it.
Yep.
That are very light. Those light funky notes that go into it. It's so smooth and easy.
It's
delicious.
It's so funny. When we were doing the interview with Danny, we tried it on its own, which is very, very good, by the way. Very good on its own.
And I will say, as a sweet, smooth rum drinker, if you're not like super far down the palate list of funkier agricole rums, so you might not love it on its own.
This is on the agricole side.
Yeah.
Right? But I thought it was very, very good on its own. And when we mixed it with a rum and coke, it did very, very well. And she suggested that just add a lime, make that thing a Cuba Libre, right? And so we did. It's like, wow, this thing exploded for me. This bottle did not stay down at the bar. This actually went upstairs with me, and
oh, no kidding.
No kidding.
No kidding. Is that why it looks like that?
Yeah, that's why it looks like that.
So
after we got done doing the interview, I went online. We ordered a couple of bottles. So this is a $30 bottle of rum right here.
$29.
$29.
$29.
Right?
Super worth it. Super worth it. So you'll see that review come out. Let's see here. I want to jump down back in here for you guys. Greg's making some amazing cocktails. Got a Pearl Diver. I imagine that's going to go in the Just Drinking After Hours Facebook group at some point. So that sounds amazing. I bought a 62-year-old cognac for 210 euros the other day.
Oh, wow.
Not comparable to Scotch at that age, but insanely affordable age to money-wise. See, so like even you're kind of seeing this, you know, and I love that you're doing that, because I think that's the trend that a lot of people are doing. Have that Grundy Center barbecue and Steven will come. Obviously. Mark, that's such a great point. I don't know why we haven't done that. Obviously. Royer can be my friend before Robert and his sinful, sweet, and smooth preferences.
Yeah, baby.
Let's just face it. Everybody loves Royer because Rum Daddy Royer is the guy. We love him, and there's a reason that there's nobody I hang out with more in this world than him. I get it, guys. This is why I hang out with him all the time. Hello, everyone. It has been a while since I have joined the Wednesday meeting. Cheers to everyone. I got Eldo 12 in the glass tonight.
Oh,
Terry,
very nice,
welcome
Terry.
back to the show.
Yes.
We're
Glad
drinking.
you're here.
We've got 46% rum in the glass tonight, so you know we're getting lit. We're going to get louder as the night goes on.
Yeah.
Super glad to have you here. Billy, there are 12 watching now. There should be 12 likes. There's 16 people now.
Yes.
16 people. So we're super excited
Thumbs
to have
up,
each
just
and every
in
one.
case you forgot.
Just
Thumbs up look just like this.
Thanks,
right?
Billy. We appreciate you. CJ, hey, gentlemen, have to watch the recordings lately, but made it tonight. Having a little Dorley's 14.
Oh.
There we go.
You know, I don't think we've done a Dorley's review yet.
You know, it's funny. I don't think we have.
We have.
We've had their rum.
We've had it.
But we've not,
and it's a damn good rum.
Yeah.
But we've not done a review on Dorley's.
That's so true.
That's something we got to do.
You know, I was just thinking we're kind of short on rum. We should probably run to the store and pick some Dorley's.
You know what?
Because we don't have enough.
Okay, so I'm going to say this right now. So
if we were to not buy another bottle of rum
man.
for the next year, we would still be able to do a video a week.
Oh yeah. We and that a lot of that is thanks to Carlos and Billy. Right? So thank you very much, Billy and Carlos. We appreciate your support more than we can possibly say.
Do appreciate it.
I mean, seriously, we love it. We have such an amazing community.
Speaking of that, Billy, you've been extremely patient. We had a lot come in. We're finishing up a couple.
Yep.
We're doing some prep on yours, by the way. So that will be coming soon.
we're
That
still-
is on the docket.
So yours
for
is
very soon.
very special.
Because yours is a little intricate, so we got to make sure we
yours
do
is
it right.
very special.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that we do it just right.
Absolutely.
So
let's see here. The craft distilleries are putting pressure on the big guys. Phil, you're absolutely right because of the way they're able to make these very unique products. They don't have to jump through a lot of the hoops that these big guys do. And for that, they're able to do some very cool things.
Yes.
And that's why
something intricate that big companies may not be able to really do.
Yeah, and I tell people all the time, craft distilleries, when people ask me, what rum should I try? What rum should I try? That's the first place you should start is your craft distilleries who are close. Because I don't know where you are, but we're in Iowa, and we even have, in the middle of Iowa, just some crazy cool companies doing some amazing things that are super, super fun. You know, we've got, well, that's Georgia, not in Iowa. I love that you're specified. But yes,
well,
that's
talking
also
craft
true.
Distillers.
I was
talking craft distillers.
But in Iowa, we have, you know, I know that, what is it? 160 some degree.
Oh, where is that?
Yeah, I don't know. There's rum everywhere back here. Modern matriarchs doing some cool stuff. We got home rum coming out for the Field of Dreams.
We got to make that trip.
Yeah, we got just tons of cool stuff. So it's just very fun. Make sure you check your local areas for that stuff as it comes out too. Let's see here. I think spice rums give regular rums a bad rap. Two Rivers, I think you're right because I think a lot of people associate all rum with spice rum. And the thing is, they don't.
To be fair, okay, so I think a big reason for that is because of Captain Morgan.
I do too. I think they kind of take the forefront on why that is happening.
Yes.
And you know, I think we're beating that stigma a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we're seeing that more.
One of my favorite rums of all time is spice rum.
Blackheart. Oh, sorry. Was that not right?
No, yeah. No. I enjoy spice rum. I mean, you know, there's
Pandan. Sorry, you were saying?
Oh my goodness! I mean, that just brought the flavor right back.
As soon as you say the name Pandan, it's just like you can taste it again.
And those of you that are in the rum club, you know what?
You're gonna get to try Coconut Cartel and Pandan this year.
Yes, absolutely.
Not at the same time,
because Carlos suggested. He thought that everybody in the rum club should try Pandan,
and we agree.
That's going to be your Christmas present this year.
Part of your Christmas present. Part of your Christmas present. I would like to emphasize part of the Christmas present.
Because you know why? Because it's all about the experience.
Absolutely is. That's the Grinch right there. That is the Grinch.
Man.
Let's see here. Hamilton White Stash in the glass tonight. Smokezilla.
Wow.
Smokezilla having that. I love that. Got that white stash. Is it Stache? Do you pronounce it super fancy? I would. That's awesome. I love that. Welcome in. Super glad. I don't know if I've seen Smokezilla in before, so welcome into the group. Everybody here is super nice.
That's fantastic.
We're glad to have you. That's awesome. Let's see here. We've got. Let's see. Put the lime in the coconut. Shake it all up. We love that. Rum Daddy rant, Phil. Absolutely. Right. Let's see here. Star Union came out with a kick butt spice that makes amazing rum and Coke. And there is great spiced rum.
It's just
the stigma with the big box spice rum that we're talking about that a lot of people just think it's the sweet rums all the time.
That's some of my favorite rums right there is the spice rum.
Mark G says, love me some of that Pandan.
Oh, yeah.
There's pukey face at the end of it, too, so it's pretty fitting. Let's see. Just Rum seasonal spice is great. It is. And that's a whole new level of spice. And I think that's where you're going to see an evolution of spiced rum. Is you're going to see higher proof spiced rum, because I think that, again, a lot of people are going to start practicing with different methods of how can we do this differently? How can we make it better? Because people want different. They don't want to come in. We're seeing it now in the price points after people have tried stuff. They're starting to open themselves up to, hey, I want to try something different. Well, if you just make the same old, this is spiced rum, they're going to walk right past it. But you got like a seasonal spice and a bottle that has all these different flavors on it. It's a higher proof, and then people are going to start wondering, I wonder what the difference of a higher proof is. I wonder what the difference of something that's a seasonal spice.
Well, and that's so funny, too, because, you know, it's like, so we've had a few rums. Would you agree?
A couple.
You know, and so we've had some, you know, I'm just going to cover the range of of what 35% up to 80%.
Yeah.
Right.
That's good spectrum.
Right. Good spectrum.
Good spectrum.
Right? And it's so funny the different rum companies that are out there and the things that they do. We had a 43% tonight that you thought was probably actually maybe felt a little bit higher.
It felt like it should have been 46 to 49, somewhere in that bubble.
Right.
And then I had a 46 that I felt like was like a 40.
Yeah.
Maybe
35 to 40.
35 to 40.
It's just crazy.
It's just the way it comes out.
How some of that stuff, the texture, the feel, the heat, the dryness, all that stuff plays a part in what your impression of the rum is when you taste it.
I will say we have a candidate for the smartest comment of the night because I do think CJ makes a super good point here. The Chairman's Reserve spiced rum is amazing, not your norm. And that I will say, so that was our first experience getting into like orange peel spiced. Very different, but it's not sweetened. It's more bold. It's got orange peel. That is 100% correct. I'm not trying to loop in. Thank you for pointing that out because I'm not trying to loop in, spiced rums just because it says that makes it bad necessarily.
No.
I just think that you're gonna need some differences.
I love spice rum.
And there's a lot of people that will agree with you that Chairman's Reserve spice rum is their favorite spice rum of all time. It is up there. It is absolutely up there.
People ask me all the time, what is my favorite rum? It's like,
oh my gosh. What a loaded question.
That's
depends on the day. Depends on the day.
When you get that I'm in, what I had to eat earlier.
Is he feeling sassy?
Yeah.
Is Rum Daddy Royer feeling
tough?
Little salty? You never feel tough. What do you mean feeling tough? When do you ever feel tough? I've never in my life. You know what? I take that back. There's one time I've seen you feel tough. One whole time. Can you guess that moment?
I probably can't remember.
U.S. Cellular. When he walks into a cell phone store,
oh man,
Royer's the baddest man on the planet.
Oh,
he's gonna yell at everyone. He hates it there.
Oh.
He hates it there. He needs a lot of rum while he's there.
Oh,
they should have a bar.
They should have a bar.
Because I'll tell you what, he'd be a whole lot nicer to everybody. He just doesn't want to be there. He doesn't even care that you're trying to help. No. This sucks. Yeah. This is dumb. Cell phones are dumb.
Shit.
I don't care. You're like 10 years old to him.
I used to pay $20 a month for the same freaking service that I get now.
You think it's the
same? Costing me $60 a month.
He says it's the same service, but let me tell you, you don't get to have all the cool features you had on the bag phone. Okay, okay, your bag phone couldn't do.
You know what? I've got a phone. Call me, right?
Call me.
That's all the phone should be, right?
I went to the cellular store before our trip a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. How was your experience?
Horrible.
How was your experience?
It was horrible.
You could have used me, right?
I almost lost my phone number.
You almost called me, right?
You
almost called me and said, "Hey, Royer, get your ass down here.
It was frustrating.
I need your help."
I will not lie to you. It was frustrating. Right. I did not like it.
There you go. And where were you at?
I was at Verizon. Verizon. Okay. Yeah. I'm not trying to say there was anything bad. I actually love it now that it's all set up. I'm very happy. Yeah. I just hate going there. It's just a lot.
Now wait a minute. You got a Samsung phone, right?
I do, and I love it. It's amazing.
You also have a Samsung dryer, right?
No, I do not.
You don't have a Samsung dryer?
It's Maytag.
Oh, it's Maytag now.
It's brand new.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on.
Phone companies and dryers.
Moving on. We're moving on.
I don't know. What are they
on.
making these days?
Moving on. Yeah. So. If you guys were watching the show maybe a year or two ago, we saw Diageo picked up Pampero.
Yeah.
That was something that we saw them acquire as we saw big brands start acquiring luxury brands. So what Diageo decided to do is instead of embracing Pampero, they don't feel prepared to handle this brand. So they flipped it. So
did they really?
So they flipped the brand. So who
bought up Pampero?
So they are, hold on, let me go here. So they're selling this Venezuelan rum to what's called Grupo Montenegro. And this is an Italian food and spirits major that is more in a specialty market for like a luxury item. Okay. These were actually
a luxury item.
Now, when I say this, when you talk about Venezuelan brands, what's the big one? Can you think of it? There's a big one. the biggest one, like the one everybody tells you when you're like, what rum should you try when you get into rum? Points for whoever can put it into the comments.
I'm gonna get no points because I can't.
Venezuelan rum, and whenever you ask people what
do we
rum,
have it behind the bar?
We have maybe. There's a lot of rum. You're gonna make me look through all that. I'm not looking through all that. It's a Venezuelan rum. It's probably the most popular, at least around us. And it is the one rum that is literally told by everyone, hey, when you get into rum, this is the rum you got to try. This is
so
the rum
100 points to anybody that can guess this.
100 points for Gryffindor for whoever can get that. I will give you a few seconds to try, and I know it lags a little bit, so I'll give you a couple minutes to try to put it in. But it's a Venezuelan rum. It's the most popular one that ever gets recommended to people when they get into rum. But this brand actually represented them before they sold them off to a bigger brand as well. So they helped their upstart, and they are very, very large, by the way. They're very, very well known throughout everyone. This transaction for Pampero, though, is going to take place. It's all in place, and it expects to close in the next couple of months. So they're just saying that basically this specialty spirits brand being able to handle this brand.
So they're going. They're preparing to close.
They're close the deal.
Okay.
Like closing.
Not closing the plant.
No, not closing the rum.
Wow.
They're closing.
That'd be like
on
a
the
news
deal.
flash for all those employees that are watching our channel right now. Hey, sorry.
Breaking news.
You know what? You're gonna be out of a job.
Yeah.
Temporarily until somebody else picks you up.
We're just here to spread really great news. So this is expected to make this transaction happen in the next couple of months, which we'll see some good things from Pampero if history repeats itself. Two Rivers, Jeremy, Terry, 100 points for Gryffindor for each and every one of you. Diplomatico.
Oh, yeah.
So this is actually who handled Diplomatico before selling them off to the bigger brands where they're at now. So, this is a big step, I think, for Pampero to be in the right place. They're in the same place Diplomatico was when they were in this spot.
Yeah.
I think that they're poised for really big things, so I see good things coming for that. Dictator, I love that. Black Heart Rum, Captain Morgan Private Stock are the group of spice rums I need, the Chairman's Reserve. If you're grouping Blackheart and Captain Morgan Private Stock as your spiced rums, you definitely need to try Chairman's Reserve.
Yep.
It's probably, I would say, off the top of my head, I'm sure there's other good ones, and I know I've had other good ones, but that's probably the one that I'd be like, hey, if you want to try a spiced rum that's really, really good, that's one that I would say. That's not craft. That's easier accessible. Yeah. Well, they might still be considered craft, but it's very, very good. Yeah. Very good.
I don't know that they'd be considered craft.
Let's see here. So the Diplomaticos were great guesses because that was what it was. So I'm excited to see what Pampero is going to do in the next couple of years. I think big things are going to come from them. It is interesting to me that Diageo took them on and then just immediately decided to flip them to somebody else. So
I wonder why. I wonder what the thought.
I don't know if they felt maybe a little like they were out of their depth in the market and they're just going to stick to their guns of what they know because they obviously have cheap rum, very inexpensive, easy rums. That's not what
this is more than we can handle.
That's not what Pampero sets out to be. So being a luxury rum, maybe they just didn't want to deal with that, or maybe they just want to focus their efforts elsewhere. So I don't know, but that is happening. Resurrection Paranormal.
That's some good guesses though.
Hey guys, very late. Sorry. Hope you're doing good. Well, we are now. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you, and maybe we'll see some ghosts now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I visited a haunted place, by the way.
Did you?
Yes.
Recently?
Yes. Yeah.
Like so you were gone. So I want to replay this. So last week.
Yeah, I wasn't here. I was supposed to be here, and I apologize.
So I remember. No, wait a minute. Now hang on. Don't say nothing. Mm-hmm. Hang on. So I remember, if I'm correct, I'm an old guy, so my memory's not quite as good as it used to be. But I do remember somebody specifically telling me that, at least when I go on vacation, I make sure that I'm going to be here for the show, for the community, for the people. I make sure that I'm going to be here. Okay.
I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to come back.
So I'm sitting here. Wednesday night comes. I'm like,
were you standing here in front?
Yeah, I was standing here. I was like, hey, I'm sure he's gonna show up any time because
it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
He's got to be here.
It's almost 7. Robert, where are you, man?
All right.
I'm like, dang it. We got people waiting. What is going on?
I don't have time to tell
and
this
so
whole
you know,
story.
so you know what? He was sitting at a luxury hotel in Key West.
No, I wasn't.
Smoking his cigar.
No, I was not.
Kicking back.
I was on a plane.
Luxury rum.
I was on a plane.
He was kicking back.
I was coming to you guys.
Saying, oh,
I promise.
I guess I missed something tonight. What was it? What was it after all?
I promise.
I don't remember what
I was
it was.
coming.
Oh, it must not be that important. I'm
you
down
shut
here.
Your mouth. You shut your mouth. It's so important to me. I was supposed to be back on Tuesday night. I'm gonna make this story super short because I don't need to go on a rant. I've told this story way too many times. If you want to hear,
what airline did you fly?
American.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, it was very American of
Pretty much understood right there.
Super late, super inconvenient, very American. So here's the deal. I was supposed to be back on Tuesday. Plenty of time to make it to Wednesday.
Theoretically, right?
I'm gonna tell this super quickly for you guys because I ain't got time for all this nonsense. Okay. On the way there, our plane was delayed out of the gate at 5 a.m. We got up at 2 a.m. to make our flights, and it was delayed by 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours, okay? Our layover in Dallas was only meant to be 2.5 hours. So our plane was set to land at the time the plane was taking off. We finally make the plane after being told there's nothing anybody can do for us because if we don't make the plane today, we're not making it to Key West. Until the next day. It's 4th of July. 4th of July. We want to see the fireworks in Key West. By the way, they're awesome.
Shout out Key West.
Shout out Key West. So we get to Dallas and we're literally landing, and there is literally 3 minutes. 3 minutes to make the gate. 3 minutes. Plane gets there. We get off the plane. We start running. We look at it. Says B9. We landed in C30 something. I don't know. C something. C high number something. Okay.
This plane gonna
Over in
land
C.
anytime.
Okay.
Rare.
We start on a track. Yeah, right. We start on a track for B, and then we get a notification. It's in C. And so we're already landing in B on the tram, and we realized that it was 2 gates away from where we got dropped off.
Just 2 gates.
So we get on the tram and we go back. We make it all the way back to the gate. You know what we see? The plane backing out. The plane's backing out from the window, and we're watching it. This is the way there, by the way. We're not even home yet. So this is happening. So we go to the customer service area. Lo and behold, they had a maintenance issue that brought the plane back. So we got to make it.
Hey, wait. What was the maintenance issue? Do tell.
The windshield was not attached.
Oh,
which, by the way,
do you think that's important?
By the way, I just read a story about a windshield.
Do you think that maybe is
a
important?
windshield in 1990 something? A windshield lifted off a plane, and the captain of the plane was sucked out, and his foot was in his controllers, like right there where you hold. Yeah. And the stewardess was holding his legs for 20 minutes. And the only reason they were holding him because they assumed he was dead. Yeah. The only reason they're holding him is because they didn't want him to fly back into the engine and blow an engine. Oh. So they're holding him out the window like this. The co-pilot finds an emergency. He should have been wearing a seatbelt, by the way. Obviously, that should have happened anyway. Anywho, they land it 20 minutes later, an emergency landing. The guy's alive.
Was that American flight too?
Probably. Anywho, maintenance issue, windshield, they deboard. We come back. We make the plane. We get there. On the way home, Tuesday, they start delaying our flight way early in the day.
I'm just saying, is this plane going to land anytime soon?
It's been like 3 minutes. I'm going to finish it right now. Basically, we made the decision. We're not dealing with this again. We literally, once it said that it was past our board, like our layover, and we weren't going to make our plane, rather than spend 14 hours in Dallas airport, we booked another night, and
fun to me.
And we changed our flights to the next day. But let me tell you, happy hour was way better in Key West than at Dallas airport, and we had a great old time. But it did mean I had it at the expense of we did not get home until about 9:30 at night. Here was about when we actually got back to the area. Here was about 9:30 at night.
In all seriousness, he was pretty upset.
I was mad.
He didn't make it back for the show. I'm sorry. Just so you know, I am not the tech guy. He's the tech guy.
I told Royer he should do it on his own, and he said, it's not that important.
No, that is not what I said at all.
That's exactly what he said.
That is not what I said.
Like, I don't know. Rum's not that important. Maybe on a gin channel. I would do it,
Yeah.
but not for this.
Okay, whatever.
Not for this. Okay?
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
Yes.
But so Robert gets a bucket list thing, a ghost hunt. You know what? So I said I went to a haunted place.
Yeah.
It was during the day, bright and sunny out. It was very nice. Fort Zachary
that
Taylor.
really doesn't make any difference.
Fort Zachary Taylor.
Yeah.
Went and explored the fort there in Key West. Beautiful, beautiful place. Ocean looks nice from there. Spent a lot of time out in the open and in the top areas. Very, very nice.
Okay.
Didn't spend much time in the closed off quarters. Just
unfortunate.
It was dark. Didn't feel like I needed to really go too far. So
Scared.
very nice outside. Very nice
Scared.
outside. It was beautiful, beautiful. Florida's beautiful. So. But I went to Fort Zachary Taylor. It is haunted there. That happened. So there you go.
Definitely is.
Let's see. Here comes the rant, Phil. There you go. I hope it was everything you ever hoped for. American Airlines, Dallas Airport with none of its signs. They have no signs there. It's awful. I'm gonna tell you what. Dallas Airport is like the worst airport I've ever flown into. I'd rather go to Atlanta. Okay, I liked Atlanta. At least Atlanta was trying to get me out of there.
I will tell you this about the Atlanta airport. They have some pretty good bars.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dallas. Here's everything you need to know. I found a Dallas Cowboys bar. Okay.
Did you really?
I had one thing that my wife needed: a cup of water.
Cup
of water. You'd think that wouldn't be hard, right?
Yeah.
Not for the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, they can't afford water there. Okay, that couldn't get me a glass of water because they were out of cups.
They were out of cups.
Can't even afford cups
Can't
over there.
Can
we get these guys some funding over there? I mean, I don't know how much Jerry Jones is dishing out for everything, but their bars are hurting. Okay, so I'm just saying.
Wow.
Couldn't even get us water.
Wow.
It's awful. And when I found their water fountain,
yeah,
it was like dribble, dribble, dribble. One of those from like your elementary school. It doesn't work anymore, and it's like coming out in a centimeter stream. And you're like, thank you.
They don't even make a cup.
Thank you. Thank you for the water that I'm not going to get to drink today. Anyway, American was rough. I hope to have a better experience at some point.
Not that you have anything against American Airlines.
It's just that experience was horrible. Okay, absolutely horrible. Let's see here. The Robert excuses. That's my excuse.
I know, right?
It is. It is. I got held up. I got here. I'm here, and I'm so glad to be back. I missed you guys. I'm drinking rum. I'm having fun. I'm yelling about American Airlines. This feels right to me. This feels much more normal than being there, and I'm grateful for it. But I'm glad we made the decision that we did. I really, I did.
Sure you are.
I did not want to be in Dallas Airport.
I was just down here waiting for you to show up.
Yep, I know. I'm really glad. I was on a plane when you were waiting.
He's going to be here any minute.
I hadn't even landed yet when you were waiting, so I appreciate you understanding.
Oh yeah, yeah, I understand.
You wouldn't find me in a haunted house or anything like that. Not a chance. Mark G, you and me can be best friends. We can hang out. Me and Mark G can hang out. We get it. We get it. Why do I need to be possessed? I don't know. I don't think that's necessary. I don't think it's something I need to experience.
Well, I think Resurrection Paranormal might be able to help us out.
I will only.
Opposite.
I just want you to know. I just want you to know. I will only do it for them. I will only.
I know you've told me that.
Yep. Yep.
So we have actually had conversations about this.
8.7 of 10 out of the rant. I love that we got a scale. Thank you, Phil. That's a B plus. I'll take that. What do you got?
So, I was just saying, you and I have literally talked about doing something with
Resurrection Paranormal.
Yep, exactly.
I would do it for them.
Yes.
I'm buying a Ghostbusters outfit though. I will be in Ghostbusters gear.
All right. So there you have it.
Yeah.
So we might actually put together, maybe if Michael can get something lined up, we might actually get something done as far as video goes this year, maybe. I mean, that would be pretty cool.
It'd be pretty cool. I'd be pretty up for it. I don't know where he's venturing off to.
Maybe we'll do a rum review on location.
On location.
At a haunted house.
That would be pretty good.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun. Cool?
Maybe the ghost will join us.
Oh, you know what? What else would really be cool is if we did a live show.
I think
we do a rum review and a live show.
There's a 0% chance. There's a 0% chance I'm not going live to show you guys in real time how I'm feeling, because it's unexplainable how I will feel. I just want you to understand.
I think it'd be cool.
That my heart and soul.
I think it would be fun.
My heart and soul will feel like a Rocky punching bag, like Rocky's fucking sitting there just going. So
I think it'd be a great time.
The guy behind you at the fountain counting down from 10. Yes. That's grade school, right? You'd sit there, you go drink, and they're like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. They count you out of the water fountain. I'm thirsty, man. I'm gonna die over here. I tell you, it's gonna be scary. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you. I like that. Nice hats. Got Coconut Cartel. I assume that's what he's talking about. I don't know. It is a nice hat. I like the Coconut Cartel hats. They make very nice hats.
They do.
I'm gonna try
that
in.
They make fantastic rum.
They do. Spirit of Gallo. I'm gonna go Gallo. Spirit of Gallo re-enters the luxury rum category with Ron del Barrilito.
Barrilito. That's just fun to say, right?
Barrilito.
Barrilito.
No, Barrilito.
Barrilito.
There you go. You're in there.
Huh?
You're in the spectrum.
Huh?
Getting there.
Huh?
So they are previously worked, with some other spirits and stuff, getting back into the game a little bit, getting into things. So with an incredible legacy behind them, they are looking to get back into the luxury rum market, seeing how luxury rum has taken off. And now
wait a minute. So who put this article together?
Hannah from Booze News.
From Booze News.
Okay, Booze News.
So they decided to get back into the rum game.
Yeah. So
because they saw it's like
it's going up.
It's going
up.
Right? So,
it's a big deal. Rum is taking off. They saw it and they're like, we got to get back in the game.
Oh, yeah, we got to get back in the game now.
Are you ready for this? Because
okay.
I've said this before, but I've never seen this in an article. I've never seen this on a bottle.
Okay.
I'm really excited to read this quote.
Please, Robert.
To win in rum, we know it needs to be a premium plus. Yep, there's a plus.
Oh my God!
I made so many jokes about how people need to put super premium plus ultra infinity rum.
I thought you were being serious.
I am being serious.
I know that you're being serious. That the article says that.
So they have a strong heritage story existing amongst the trade, robust quality statements. So that's why they brought into it. We love Rondo. We love that rum. Yeah. We've had some of their rum. It's incredible. We do love their rum. I just love that they start adding in
the premium
plus. It's not premium rum, it's premium plus.
I want to you know what
better.
You know what I want to do? I want to produce a rum.
Super premium, extreme, super premium. Hey, listen.
Okay.
Super extreme premium plus infinity extra aged XO
wow
plus rum.
Wow. Mic drop on that.
Everybody would pay $10,000 for that bottle of rum right there because obviously it's the best in the world. Well, if it has that many things in it, it has to be so good. It has to be. Speaking of things with so many things in it, we've been reviewing Richmond rum. Thank you, Carlos.
Yeah.
Carlos, appreciate you. We did another one tonight.
Yeah.
All of their names have to qualify for the longest names in rum. So it's like reading a book. Names of their rum. Like go ahead, pull one here. So, what do we got? What are we doing?
I'm gonna give you the one that we did tonight.
The one we did tonight. So this is actually the shortest one I think we've done so far, by the way. And this is the Single Estate Old South Georgia Rum Chateau Elan Port Cask Exchange Single Barrel Select. Infinity Plus Premium Ultra Gargantuan Rum.
But in all seriousness, it's
gonna be a fun review. You guys are gonna want to check that one out.
It's a good one.
Review. It's a good rum. It's a good
no
review.
spoiler alerts on this one.
Yeah. Let's see here. As I'm backing out of here, got all kinds of stuff going on here. Blah blah blah. Mexico rums. What do you know about Mexico rums, Royer? What do you know? What do you know about? Yeah, you're close. So close.
Like these guys.
There's one. I wasn't the one I thought you were going to grab, but yes, that is one. Cozumel Rum Company.
Yeah. I enjoy this quite a bit.
Yeah, I do. I love Cozumel Rum Company.
Did we post a review on this one?
Yeah.
This was really good.
Pretty sure we did.
So this is the one.
I drank a lot of rum that day. So.
we kind of made a joke because this one actually had a little bit of sediment in it, right? Which some rums actually have,
right,
as part of their product.
Yes.
It's just part of the process that individual rum company goes through when they produce their products.
So the one that came to my mind was actually the I don't pronounce it right, by the way. But
no, you don't. You butcher that every time.
It's the Sharonda Blanco, the European.
This one here,
rum.
In this pretty.
It's not European. Bottle. That's not how you pronounce it, by the way. If you listen to somebody who knows how to speak Spanish, they say it way cooler than I do. But that's the one I thought of right away.
Yes.
So the thing is, they've got an article out here on Mexico rum that it's often overlooked. A lot of people overlook Mexican rum. Okay?
Well, because I mean, to be fair, so Mexico is known for what?
Tequila,
not gin.
Tequila and mezcal.
Yeah.
Tequila and mezcal. Okay, that's Mexico is very well known for. So even though they might be underrated in this, they have profound rums here that are often overlooked. So with this, Mexican sugarcane rums are different from Caribbean rums in that they are generally produced using not molasses but fermented sugarcane juice. There are two prominent styles of this type of spirit in Mexico. The first is Sharonda, made from either molasses or fresh pressed sugarcane. And this spirit has protected appellation of origin and can be called Sharonda if it's produced in certain parts. My Hakaken, I don't know. I'm super bad at this. But anyway, that is what I believe this is, isn't it? Isn't this not a Sharonda, right? So that's where we get this guy here, right? So then sorry, I lost my place here. So then they have cachaca, okay, which is typically more for like a Brazilian kind of thing. Now, for it to be called cachaca, it's actually got to be made in Brazil, technically speaking. Technically speaking, it has to be made there.
Well, I mean, that kind of goes along with, like the
agricole, right? So it's the same type of deal. But it was so similar to rum that eventually it's now identified as rum. It's a subcategory of rum being considered into that. So we're seeing this come up from the south, right? And we're seeing these products. Now we've had two of these, right? Obviously, and they're tremendous. We've had really great experiences. Nothing bad to say.
No.
Even had the chance to meet some people.
Oh yeah, Miriam. Big shout out, Miriam.
And it was that was the European rum, and it is tremendous. They do a good job. They're doing really great stuff. I think there's big things coming from the south side of North America. I think that rum is going to grow across North America entirely. And I think that Mexico is doing a very good job with the products that they have that we've been able to experience. And I'm really excited to see where that goes. So if you get the chance, even though, yes, Caribbean, Bahamas, you got, Spain, you've got Europe, you've got all these places doing rum that are very profound for rum. Don't sleep on Mexico's rum. They make some very, very exciting products. So they got a whole article here just kind of highlighting that a little bit, that it's not just mezcal.
No, absolutely not.
So, yeah, there it is. Let's see here. Instead of the live show, it would be a dead show. Due to the ghosts.
Yeah.
I think so too. That's a good one, Greg. New idea: resurrection rum made in a haunted distillery.
Ooh.
Is there a haunted distillery?
Wow.
Haunted distillery tour. That would be pretty awesome.
That would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool. I'm gonna guess it would be somewhere very old that has been around for a very long time.
If there is a haunted distillery.
Go ahead and Google that real quick. I feel like that deserves an in-show Google real quick while we're at 8:01. We'll wrap up here in a few minutes, but I think that we got to know this. I would like to know. Let's see here. Gotta cut it short tonight. Mark says, have a great night, everyone. See you next week. Glad that you stopped. Good night. Thank you for sharing your time. Carlos, appreciate you. Mark, appreciate you. What do you got?
Oh, wow.
What do you got?
So there is a haunted distillery in Las Vegas.
Okay. Vegas?
Yep.
Really?
Haunted distillery in Kentucky.
Okay. I could see Kentucky.
Haunted distillery tour in Toronto.
Okay.
North Carolina.
Okay.
And Half Moon Bay.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. What's Half Moon Bay? Was it Full Moon Bay, but only half of it? It's only one side of Full Moon Bay?
Oh, my.
I don't know.
So that is going to be in California.
Okay. So where's the one in Las Vegas? Where's that at? This got to be. Where's that? Because Vegas, I feel like they not super profound for their distilleries. There's the one that's like really popular there that I see advertisements for all the time. They got like the Cirque du shows that go with it. that's kind of down there by like area 15 and all that. I know they have that.
Area 15.
Yeah, that's the one that's down there. They've got like a whole bunch
Like
of
Area 51.
It's like, but it's more like
So it's like opposite of Area 51.
kinda. So it's basically
So
just
instead of the UFOs landing, they're taking off.
exactly. That's it. It's an airport for UFOs. You're welcome. That's all the information you need.
Lost Spirits Distillery.
That's it. That's it. That's haunted.
Yeah.
And Lost Spirits.
Yeah.
Really, that's the one that's down there. That's the one. How is that haunted? Has that even been around that long? What did they do to people there? Oh my gosh. I feel like I don't know how old it is. I guess it could be really old.
There's some interesting things here. I'm not gonna.
Well, we'll have to deep dive into that.
Way too much information. Here.
Way too much. We don't do a ton of information.
No.
That's not our thing here.
No, we drink rum.
Yeah, we drink rum.
We drink rum on this channel,
and we tell you about it. So that's where
and it was so good tonight.
Oh, so good. Oh, so delicious. Good. So I'm glad to be back. Thanks for your patience, everyone. Had my troubles with American Airlines. I hope they get their stuff together here. I'd like to try them again because they go places I want to go.
Would you really?
They go places I want to go.
Delta is the way to go.
Delta has always been a great experience. I've never had a bad experience.
Yeah. Delta is the way to go.
I will say that. That is the truth. To be fair, I've actually never had a bad experience with Allegiant. So I've flown American one time and it was horrendous. And I've flown Allegiant probably 30 times. 10, 11 times. It was always good.
Yeah.
Delta's always great.
Yeah.
I've flown Delta probably 4 or 5 times and it's always great. So I don't know. But
we're not.
We're not
Travel Channel.
I'm not an airline reviewer.
No.
Okay. I haven't been on enough planes to probably know. That'd be cool. We should have done that. We could have flown planes for free and stuff. That seems like it would have been cool.
Great. I could have covered that like several years ago.
Yeah.
When I was traveling the world.
See? Traveling the world.
Anyhow.
When you're traveling the world all the way to New Mexico.
Yep.
With that, guys, it's 8:05. We hope you guys had a lot of fun with it. We appreciate you drinking.
We had fun with you.
Tonight. We had a great time. Obviously, we got cool stuff coming up. If you guys aren't in the Rum Club, check that out. We're gonna
check out what you're really doing.
Coconut Cartel, Spirit Bomb. We just put out the list for all of that. We have tons of rum.
We are actually going to be sending Spirit Bomb the list here shortly. So the
first one, just the first list.
The first.
So they're doing 2 months in a row. So there's going to be a lot of stuff there. So Rum Club members, be on the lookout for some updates. We're still waiting on a couple of things, but we're going to pretty much have rum every month through the end of the year.
Yes.
Through January, I think, is where we're sitting right now.
Yes.
So we're looking, if you're a distiller, we're looking for people for February of 2025.
If you want to get in on this, like everybody else is doing,
February 2025 is open. So I think it's going to look good here for the foreseeable future. It should be a pretty fun time. But otherwise, appreciate you guys. Check out the Just Drinking After Hours Facebook group, the Instagram, the TikTok. And if you guys haven't hit that thumbs up button, we do appreciate that. It helps us out a ton. Allegiant gives you free alcohol if you have their credit card. They do. You get one free drink.
They do, yep.
And I have that credit card. I've used that. See, Greg, it was really great. If you have American, you don't even need their credit card. They're just going to be delayed so much that they offer you free drinks on the plane because of how much of your delay is. That's what happened to us.
Awesome.
So,
well,
we did get free drinks.
That's good too.
Got 2 free drinks because it was like 2.5 hours delayed. So, yippee!
Yay!
Yay! Good stuff. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. This is the best rum community in the world.
We love you.
I'm gonna before we take off here, I will take the moment to just say this is the best rum community in the world. Everyone here is so welcoming, so nice. If you're new, if you're coming in, you can always introduce yourself. Come in here. Don't worry about anything. Let us know what you're drinking. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert, where you're at in your rum journey.
Nope.
We are all having fun and learning together, and it's a great place to ask questions. We appreciate everybody who's involved in this. It is making rum grow. It is because of you guys that we are able to do this. It is because of you guys that we are able to help grow other distillers and rum community and get you guys cool stuff. So we're really grateful for that. So thank you so much. And we hope you guys have a fantastic evening. With that being said, Royer, let's get them home safe.
Always drink responsibly. Never drink and drive. And no rums were harmed during the making of this video.
Not at all. We'll see you later, guys.
Take care.